Welcome to Inside the Man Cave. Today I got a topic for you guys that hits home for me, and I know it will hit home for you. And it's about connections. Often, when we want to grow in life, or we want to pivot, or just evaluate life, the number one thing we usually start to think about is what's wrong with me or what like abrupt change do I need to make. Now, I'm not saying anything is wrong with either of those, but I want you to take a new approach or take an additional perspective on this one. And it's called connections. What if you thought about this whole thing being maybe I'm one connection away from having a better marriage, a better relationship. Maybe I'm one connection away from having the career I want. Maybe I'm one connection away from having better health. And what do I mean by connection? The connection could come through a conversation, it could come through someone you're close to. It can even come from a stranger. And I ask you and I invite you to take an approach on what connection could get me to the next step. That might come through a person, it might come through a conversation, but start to think like that. And why? No, I'm not saying someone's going to magically appear out of nowhere, but I do think we find what we look for. And instead of thinking about I need to make some big drastic change immediately, just think what connection do I need to make? Like give you an example. I had something happened to me recently, and I was very very disappointed. And my mentor asked to meet me, and we met and we talked for about an hour. And the connection in this conversation gave me so much hope, so much life, but it also gave me so much direction to make the next step that I needed to make. So I'm asking you, what connection do you need to make? What's the area in your life that you feel, I want to see some change? I want to see something different happen. I cannot stay the same way. And I ask you, what connection do you need to make?